Good day, everyone. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. And to our new subscribers, we are delighted to welcome all. By the way, I am Teacher Max, and for today's video, we'll be having another review session. And our subject for today is the survey of Philippine literature in English. Allow me to read the instruction first. So read each item carefully and choose the best answer from the given choices. This exam assesses your understanding of key concepts in the survey of Philippine literature in English, including the major words, authors, and themes. So you have 5 seconds to answer each question. Now, are you all ready? Alright, let's begin. Our first question: who is known as the father of the Filipino short story in English? Is it letter A, Nick Waki, letter B, Carlos Bulosan, C, Manuel Argilla, or D, Jose Garcia Villa? You have 5 seconds to answer. Alright, so the correct answer is letter C, Manuel Argilla. Why? Because Argilla's How My Brother Leon Wrote Home a Wife is a landmark in Philippine short fiction in English. So, the instructions of this item is letter A, Nick Joaquin. He is a national artist but known for historical fiction and essays. Next is letter B, Carlos Bulosan. Wrote America is in the Heart and focusing on migrant experiences. And last, the letter D, Jose Garcia Villa. He is famous for poetry, Footnote to You, in his short story, but he is primarily a poet. Second question: what does the bonsai symbolizes in Edith Chempo's poem? Is it letter A, oppression under foreign rule? Letter B, the act of keeping love in small, cherished forms? Or letter C, is it the destruction of nature? And lastly, the letter D, a political metaphor for resistance. You have 5 seconds to answer these questions. Alright, the correct answer is letter B. Yes, the act of keeping love in small, cherished forms. The correct answer is letter B, the act of keeping love in small, cherished forms. Why? Because the bonsai represents how love can be preserved in small, deliberate ways like folding a letter or keeping a trinket. Why the others are wrong? Simply, the letter A, the poem is personal, not political. C, there is no environmental critic. And lastly, the letter D, no political resistance is implied. For question number 3, which literary work uses the flashback technique to reveal a past love affair? Is it letter A, The Small Key by Paz Latorena? Or letter B, Bonsai by Edith Chempo? Or is it letter C, Dead Stars by Paz Marquez Benitez? Or is it letter D, The Wedding Dance by Amador Daggio? You have 5 seconds to answer this question. Alright, time is up. The correct answer for this item is letter C, The Dead Stars by Paz Marquez Benitez. Because Dead Stars employs a flashback to reveal Alfredo's past love for Julia. So why are the other options or choices are wrong? Because the letter A, the small key focuses on a husband's distrust of his wife. And next is the letter C, Bonsai by Edith Chempo is a lyrical poem, not a narrative with flashbacks. And lastly, the letter D, The Wedding Dance, is a tragic love story but does not use flashbacks. For question number 4, which of the following is a famous short story by Nick Waki? Is it letter A, The Summer Solstice? Letter B, Dead Stars? Letter C, how my brother Leon brought home a wife. And lastly, the letter D, the maths. You have 5 seconds to answer this question. Alright, so the correct answer is letter. What do you think? Alright, it is letter A, the summer solstice. Why? Because Nick Joaquin wrote the summer solstice, which explores gender roles and Filipino traditions. So why others are wrong? Because the first is letter C. It is written by Manuel Argilla, a story about rural life and marriage. Letter B, The Dead Stars by Paz Marquez Benitez, the first modern Filipino short story in English. And lastly, the letter D, The Maths, is by Francisco Arzaliena, a story about family and memory. Now, for question number 5, in How My Brother Leon Brought Home a Wife by Manuel Argilla, what is the main conflict? Is it letter A, a brother's jealousy over his siblings' marriage? Letter B, a city woman adjusting to rural life? Or is it a letter C, a political uprising in the province? Or last, the letter D, a supernatural curse on the family? You have 5 seconds to answer this question. Alright, so the correct answer is letter B, a city woman adjusting to rural life, because the story centers on Maria, a woman from the city facing the challenge of being accepted into her husband's rural family. So why the other choices are wrong? Because first, the letter A, there is no jealousy because Leon's family is welcoming but skeptical. Next is letter C, there is no political conflict in the story. Lastly, letter D, the story is realistic, not supernatural. Next question, which poet is famous for his comma poems and avant-garde style? Is it letter A, Alejandro Abadilla? Letter B, Jose Garcia Villa? Or is it letter C, Cirilo Bautista? Or D, Amador Daggio? You have 5 seconds to answer this question. Alright, so the correct answer is letter B, Jose Garcia Villa, because Villa's poems 55 use commas after every word or rhythm. Why are the other answers are incorrect? Because letter A, Alejandro Abadilla is a modernist poet but wrote in Tagalog, like Ako Ang Daigdig. And letter C, Cirilo Bautista is known for epic poetry, and his work is the Trilogy of Saint Lazarus. Lastly, the letter D, Amador Daggio wrote traditional lyric poetry, Man of Earth. So for item number 7, which writer is known for blending Filipino folklore with English prose? Is it letter A, F. Sayonil Jose? Or letter B, Gilda Cordero Fernando? Letter C, Bienvenido Santos? Letter D, Karima Polotan? You have 5 seconds to answer this question. Alright, so the correct answer is letter B. It is Gilda Cordero Fernando. Her works, The Visitation of the Gods, incorporate folk elements. And the other answers are incorrect because the letter A, F. Sayonil Jose, focused on social-political novels. Next, letter C, Bienvenido Santos, wrote about diaspora experiences. And lastly, the letter D, Karima Polotan, known for feminist themes like The Hand of the Enemy. What theme dominates Footnote to Youth by Jose Garcia Villa? Is that letter A, nationalism? Or is it letter B, the perils of early marriage? Or is it letter C, colonial oppression? Or is it letter D, urbanization? You have 5 seconds to answer this question. Alright, so the correct answer is letter B, the perils of early marriage, because the story follows Dodong's regret over marrying young. Alright, so the other choices are incorrect because the letter A, nationalism, is more common in works like Rizal's novels, and letter C, colonial oppression, it is central to Bulosan's works, not their story. So, lastly, the letter D, urbanization, it is seen in later 20th century literature. Now, we only have 2 questions left. Now, we are here on number 9. Which work by Nick Joaquin explores the blurred lines between illusion and reality set during the Spanish colonial period? Is it letter A, The Woman Who Had Two Navels? Or letter B, May They Give? Letter C, Cave and Shadows? Or letter D, A Portrait of the Artist as Philippine? You have 5 seconds to answer this question. Alright, time is up. So the correct answer is, what do you think? Alright, it is letter A, The Woman Who Had Two Navels. Why? Because Joaquin's novel critiques post-colonial identity through magical realism. So the other choices are incorrect because the letter B, May They Give, is a short story about love and superstition. And next, the letter C, Cave and Shadows, a martial law era novel. And lastly, the D, it is a play, not a novel. Now, we are here on the last question on this review session. So for this item, who wrote The Carnival, a critic of American imperialism? Is it letter A, Nick Joaquin, letter B, Carlos Bulosan, or letter C, N.V.M. Gonzalez, or letter D, Cecilia Manguera Brainerd? You have 5 seconds to answer this question. Alright, so the correct answer is letter B, Carlos Bulosan, because Bulosan's works often critique U.S. exploitation. And the other items or other choices are incorrect because the letter A, Nick Joaquin, focused on Spanish colonial legacy. And letter C, N.V.M. Gonzalez wrote about rural Filipino life. And lastly, the letter D, Brainerd, it is known for historical fiction like When the Rainbow Goddess Wept. And we're done! Congrats to all of you. Now you can add up your scores and check if you got a perfect score. Now if you enjoyed this video, kindly like, share, and hit the notification bell for more videos. Again, I am Teacher Max, and see you on our next video. Bye!